Hi, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Likes. I'm Shy.
And I'm Winter.
And today we have a very special guest with us. She was on the Love is Blind Season 7.
Yay.
Alex in the building. Alex Byrd.
I'm sure you guys have seen her. The Love is Blind stuff has been everywhere. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be able to get away from it even if you tried. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure like when I talked about watching Love is Blind, I'm pretty sure everybody in the comments was like, we know about this.
Yeah, we know. No, everybody. No, literally in my DMs the other day, someone was like, I need y'all to do a review of Love is Blind. And I wanted to comment and be like, little do you know.
Right. Literally.
We got the inside scoop right now.
Right. It's coming. We don't really like to tell people what guests we're having on, until they come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like bad juju. I guess.
Are you excited to be here?
Yes, I'm so excited.
You flew in, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From where?
DC.
Okay, DC. And that's where the show was filmed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
well,
cool.
part of the show was filmed in LA, and then we went to Mexico, and then we came to DC.
Oh, wait, so the filming was filmed in LA? Like the pod?
The pods are here.
So explain to viewers who have not seen Love is Blind or have heard of it, like explain to them what that is exactly.
The experiment. What's the experiment?
What is how would you explain Love is Blind to someone who's never seen it?
Okay, so Love is Blind is basically essentially 15 women, 15 men go in a room individually and talk with a wall.
Yeah.
You don't know what this person looks like. You're not really supposed to say. You can. They say if you want to, but it kind of defeats. Yeah, they just said it just defeats the whole purpose.
So they say that you are allowed to give details about how you're looking.
You are.
Really?
You are allowed to, but you try to.
You want to stick to the experiment.
Right.
First thing I'd ask, how big is your dick?
Right. No, literally, I swear to God. Things that matter.
Centimeter inch ratio.
Right.
Would you say you compare to a remote or a shrimp?
Right. That's the things that I would like to know as well.
You can pretty much ask anything. They encourage just whatever you want. But they do give you a notebook, and every day they give you a set of questions like, today you can talk about this, politics, sex, finances, all that stuff.
So you're basically in the pod, and like you're talking to a wall, but on the opposite end of that wall is a potential suitor.
Correct.
Basically. How is the vetting process of that? Like, how did you even come across
getting onto it?
Yeah, getting onto the show.
So a girlfriend of mine almost did the Dallas season. And she didn't make it all the way there, but she knew one of the producers. And when they found out they were coming to DC, she was like, you
should do this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mind
cool.
y'all, I forgot to say a little something. Me and Alex met years ago when we both were auditioning. It's an audition thing. If y'all remember, I worked at Penthouse, and it's crazy. It's a crazy audition. Like the line be out the door to bartend or do bottle service or do TSA or any of those things. We literally met one time, and I don't know if you remember, but I remember everything from that. And we were just
we were there for 6 hours.
We were there for 6 hours, so we really was like, this is my girl.
Were y'all line besties?
We were literally in line besties the whole time.
We were. The first time I walked in, you were just saying something crazy, and I was like, this bitch is funny. I'm gonna sit with her.
Honestly. And you know what's funny? She actually said that to me. She was like, you're funny. I'm sitting here.
Right.
And I was like, thanks. But that literally been the same ever since. And we've been following each other on literally Instagram ever since that one meeting. And when I was watching Love is Blind, I was like,
hold on.
I know her.
That is so
I was like, isn't that crazy?
That is genuinely crazy. That's really some LA stuff though.
That is some
stuff like that always happens in LA.
Is.
You'll see somebody just on a random show or in a random place. But.
Yeah, literally. So when you went there and you got the prize, so did you know off the back when they were like, all right, this is what we're going to do? Was it a whole, so it was easy for you?
So the first day you do.
Must be nice being so pretty.
Thank you. You don't know who you're going to be paired with, and you also don't know who you're walking into the room to speak to.
Right.
So the first day you talk to every single person individually. It's like speed dating. So you get 10 minutes, and then after that, your dates get cut the amount of people you see. So you automatically go from 15 to 8.
Because you're okay, I for sure don't want to talk to them
They
again.
give you a paper and you just write
Right.
your top 15. But if you don't write someone's name, they're like, you're never going to see that person again. So they encourage you to write everyone's name because you never know who might have you ranked.
Right.
And then each day, that's how people start getting removed.
Okay, I have a question. So they don't really show how long, because I'm I don't know how long y'all be in the pods for, how long, because it looked like it'd be 5, 10, 15 minutes. How long do y'all get to be in the pods, per dates, I guess?
First day is 10 minutes, and the last date was 5 hours.
Oh, damn. 5
5 hours?
5 hours, then you have a night date.
I would want
for
to
2
go.
more hours.
I think 5 hours would be too much for me.
To be confined in those four walls?
You think that, but they take away your phone.
Right.
You don't have
You're
access
bored.
to TVs. You have nothing.
Really?
It's like, what, you're going to go back to the hotel room and twiddle your thumbs?
Okay,
Like, what are
wait.
you
That
gonna
was
do?
another random question. I have random questions. Like, I feel like these aren't questions that people normally ask, but like, I genuinely am so curious. So, like, you just said the hotel room. So, are you guys not all sleeping there?
We all have different hotel rooms. So
Oh,
there's like the women have a hotel room.
Oh, okay.
The men have a hotel room, and then.
But are the girls
set.
in a hotel room together?
No.
Everybody's
We
in
all
their own
have
separate
our-
room. Wow.
Because they don't want us to talk, or everything needs to be on camera.
And the only time you guys interact is when you guys go into that room.
right.
That
Wow.
interact
Or
the
the
girls
women's
together.
quarters.
What is it called?
Women's
the
quarters.
Women's quarters. So, wow. So wait,
That
y'all
is
have
so
to
interesting.
travel to that area?
It's like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is so interesting because I always just wonder behind the scenes type stuff. Like I was like, are they sleeping in like rooms like
Yeah,
that?
me too. I always thought that too. And then I'm like, how they be getting food?
Right.
Like,
I think they did that the first season. And then
Oh,
it-
all sleeping together.
Yeah, like
And they probably was
They
fighting.
said they had a lot of people. I read an article. I think it was like 50 people.
Oh, no.
But now, of course, over time, now it's like okay, individual hotel rooms.
Wow.
so you did your research.
Oh, just for that. Because I was like,
yeah.
where are we sleeping?
Yeah, exactly.
I
yeah.
want to know.
Yeah,
So
isn't
you
that-
auditioned for this. So okay,
6
and,
months.
and you knew what the show was. Like you were like, I know what the show
yeah.
is. I'm signing up for. Because I know sometimes they'll be like, yeah, you can be a part of this show, and I'll tell you kind of what it is, but like you don't know exactly all the details. You knew exactly what show you were.
I kind of am a fan. I really loved season 1. I think
Okay.
everyone can say they
I
love
love
season
season
1.
3.
I forgot
Okay.
which season I really liked.
Season 3 with Cole. Remember
like the-
Cole?
Cole.
I hated that girl. He was
The
with-
cutie scene.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Yeah, the little tangerine things. I'm like, oh my goodness.
See,
Cole.
I would know if I saw. I'm not a good name person. I've never been a good name person. I like what is the one where the guy who was at y'all reunion,
Marshall.
Marshall.
He was season 4.
Four.
Okay, yeah,
season
I
four.
liked season 4. I liked season 4. That
Season
one was
4
messy.
was their favorite. They
Really?
always say like season 1 and season 4 are their favorites.
Of,
They
like,
had the most couples that got married that season.
Oh, that's why they like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird, like, because I did watch your season, but like, I felt like your season was like nobody was getting together, and I was like, bro, what the heck? Where are the weddings? Where are the weddings? Like, what?
They
who
were like,
ended
we
up
ain't
getting married?
lasting. We ain't
Two
lasting.
people, right? Two people ended up
two
getting
couples,
married.
yeah.
Oh wow, that's so interesting.
I'm like, at least wait till like y'all get to the altar because I want to see the dramatics and then the no.
Right.
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
They was cutting people off too
They was cutting
early.
people off in a week.
Like the Leo guy.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't even let them even go.
Go to
I don't
Mexico.
know why they didn't let Leo and Brittany go.
Honestly, it would have been entertaining because I would have loved to see that.
Money was falling off because why didn't they get their flight?
Look, exactly. They're like,
Literally.
we don't get our own flight. But how? So you going on that pot? You going to do this experiment? That must mean the dating scene in DC is like absolutely trash. It's
horrible.
It's horrible. Is it worse than LA?
I wouldn't say it's worse than LA.
LA
I
is
think it's just
terrible.
different.
Right.
Like LA, when I lived here, LA, it was just like I don't feel like I was getting catcalled as much.
Oh, yeah,
really?
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I
mean,
like
yeah.
just as a thing, like guys won't really come in for me, I guess. But in DC, they'll go
Oh,
for you,
they
but
come- they
They'll
they
hunt
don't-
you down.
Breaking necks.
Right, but they're
Right.
not wifing you.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Or they might wife you with 3-4 other girls,
Oh,
and it's
wow.
just like
Messy.
It's just messy.
That is very
They have a lot of
Unpopular.
options there.
Unpopular opinion. Like when I'm feeling rough, I love a good cat call.
What? Like you're like, oh yeah, please
Yeah, like
hype me
yeah,
up.
yeah,
Yeah, please.
Hey, little
literally.
mama. I'm like, what's up?
It just makes you feel like you still got
Yeah,
it.
it's like okay.
I actually
Looking raggedy,
hate,
but you're trying it.
I hate getting catcalled, but like sometimes if I don't, I'm like, damn, am I best?
Exactly.
And that's how I felt. I'm like, hell,
Yeah.
not one.
Right. Nobody, not even the guy at the gas station. Like,
Exactly.
hello.
Damn, like if I'm here, I'm fine. Nowhere else. I know the gas station gonna come through.
Right.
That is
Exactly.
so funny. So with the girls in the pods, like I noticed that you guys will like call each other best friend. Like when I watched the reunion, people would be like, "She's like my best friend."
hated that.
And I was like, "Are y'all really like best?" Like, okay, for instance, when I watched the show and that girl Hannah was talking about
Katie,
and she was
She's
telling
my best friend.
yeah, and she was
I love
telling
Hannah,
Nick.
though.
And she was telling Nick, she was like, "That's like my best friend, Nick." And I was like, "Is that really like
Yeah.
your best friend? Like, can you get that close?"
I will say they were really close in the pods.
Okay,
Her, Marissa, and Hannah was like the 3 musketeers.
Okay.
But I called girls my best friends in the pods. In the pods. Like,
Oh yeah, like my pod bestie.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
but I still have my best friends that
Like
have
my
known
real
me.
best
Right,
friends.
right.
Yeah.
But like we're definitely all close. I mean, you go through that experience, you're just like,
and only y'all know that experience.
exactly.
Before we get into some really toxic topics, let's take a shot.
Okay, please, yes, let's.
Okay, so I already poured it.
Gracias with a straw is crazy.
Okay, because I put Red Bull in mine.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I want.
On a little Red Bull. I really do appreciate you taking your time out.
Yes,
to
thank
come.
you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers. Pretend we're cheersing.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? I wanted to find, I didn't have enough time, but I wanted to get those little like gold cups because that's iconic with Love is Blind. They've had it since season 1.
Should have told me I would have brought some.
Oh, you have some? I can guarantee
They
you
have those on
probably do.
everything. Love is Blind, Love Island, everything.
Yeah, why do they do that?
They do it for editing purposes, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
that you can't see how much, like if you got to cut something and your drink is there and then
and
it's
then
there.
yeah, it's gonna look a little weird.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Were you lit at like, you know what? This is probably like jumping ahead, but were you lit that first night in Cabo?
I was lit, but I wasn't drunk.
Okay.
We were definitely, everybody had been drinking.
Yeah.
But I wasn't.
Wait, is that the night that you got into it with, what's his face?
Tim?
Oh, his name Tim. Not what's
his face.
It's okay.
Okay, so you were drunk. Everybody was drunk.
No, I wasn't. I wouldn't say I was drunk, but I was definitely tipsy for sure.
when there was one, because I paid attention to you the most, because obviously you're gonna be here. So like when I binge watched it literally like 2 days. Yeah. So I binge watched it. I told her that she was like, please watch the episodes.
Literally.
So I binge watched. So I was paying attention to you the most, and there was one part when you were on the couch in Cabo, and you were like. It was one little movement, and I was like, she's lit. And then like, so I just wanted to ask that. But going into like, I just want to say first off, I feel like y'all weren't shown enough.
No.
And I feel like a lot of things y'all had to like rehash on camera that wasn't shown. Was there a reason for that? Like, was it?
It kind of made me upset because I felt like they didn't even give me any backstory. I was like, you guys don't even know who I am. I'm just this girl who's crying every 5 minutes.
Exactly.
And like, I'm like, damn, what else do I have more to offer? But yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea why they cut it like that. But.
Wow.
So do you feel like, okay, starting from the beginning of the pod, because I feel like they shipped every single body in the first two episodes. So
like I shipped?
Like you could tell who was gonna end up with each other.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell. I kind of wanted you to have like a love triangle. Did you have anyone else you were interested in besides Tim?
So I said this before on another interview, but we always said that Ashley and Alex and then Tyler and Tim. It was the 4 of us. And they tried to make us be against each other.
Oh, really?
But we weren't having it. Yeah.
Okay.
But we were all dating each other like almost to the end.
Ashley
who married.
Ashley, Alex, Tyler, and Tim. So what, y'all were supposed to like have
So like I was
squad
dating.
thing?
You were dating Tyler too.
I was dating Tyler too, but Ashley was also dating Tim. Like
Okay.
we were all.
I'm sorry, that would have been good.
Yeah,
I would
that
have
would've
loved
been
to see
some
that. You shouldn't have.
tea,
You
some
shouldn't have
mess.
We
did that.
definitely had a little bit of drama at first because I was like, there was one day where somebody tried to stir the pot, and I was like, "So, what's up with you
I
and
would have been like,
Tim?"
record this.
Right. Camera.
I was like, record it right now.
I was like, "What's up with you and Tim?" Well, the cameras were there, and I'm like, "What's up with you and Tim?" Like, I've heard he says you feel like home or something. She was like, "Yeah, he said that, but it's not anything like that or anything." And then like she left, and another girl was like, "Yeah, but I know she's probably lying to you right now." So, and I was like, literally had a whole mental breakdown. Like, wait.
Yeah.
I have a random question, and it is a little messy, but feel free to be honest. So was there...
Feel free to be honest. It's crazy.
Like, is there anybody in the pod that you didn't like as a person, genuinely, like you were just like, I just don't like them?
Oh, there was this one guy that didn't get featured that we all could not stand. He lasted 2 days.
I mean the girls.
Oh, the girls. Okay. She's like, let's get to it.
And don't lie.
I would say if anybody I didn't like, it would probably happen after the pods, but it was the girls that like didn't make it, like didn't get engaged.
To like the final stage.
It was like a weird dynamic
Right.
that we had.
Like what do you feel like the dynamic
I just feel like some girls were, I don't want to say they were jealous, but it felt like some kind of jealousy.
Like animosity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because what, they weren't going on?
Yeah, they didn't get engaged. Like they didn't get picked. They
Mm-hmm.
got dumped, and then we got, so.
Who do you think felt that way? I'm just wondering.
There's just like, I mean, the girls, they just weren't featured.
Names.
Oh, they weren't featured.
Oh, they
so
weren't
like,
even
They
shown.
weren't shown.
They weren't even
You wouldn't
shown.
even know if I
Okay.
say their
Oh,
names.
wow, that's crazy.
It's literally the girls that didn't get engaged.
I'd be like, where's the drama? I feel like your season didn't have enough drama.
But it's because I feel like that they're older. Like we're all around the same age. So like I honestly
true.
appreciated that because it's more realistic, and it's like these are really actually genuine people wanting to be in a relationship and not just do it just for like the fame or the clout.
Yeah.
But it's like these are real people who is like, once you get in the dating scene in your 30s, it got piss in it. So it's just like this really does like balance it out and give you a legitimate opportunity to really get to know somebody. So it's like it's kind of like a cheat code to it, but it's like I can see why it was more mature because the people were older.
I mean, I do understand that, but at the end of the day, it is reality TV.
Yeah,
we here to watch something.
Yeah. So did
like,
you? And you said that you told them that that's not going to happen. So you had any say so in how production like put it out?
Like we had a situation where we all did our confessional.
So before we get into the episode, we want to shout out our sponsor for today, Via Hemp.
Yes, we do. And Via Hemp, we've been actually using these products for a little bit now. I think about 2 months for me. And I've been using their CBD gummies before bedtime, which they have so many options, you guys. They have things with THC, without THC. It's amazing, especially for me because I am a CBD lover.
Yeah.
I've been doing it every night before bed. It's been helping me get my rest. Nice, long, cozy slumber. I couldn't ask for anything more. They have amazing flavors. They have easy shipping.
Yeah.
And they make sure they get to your door.
Yeah, they are. And they're actually really good too. Like, I've tried other brands before and like the flavor just isn't there. Like it always goes well. And it honestly helps me with the restlessness, especially because the summer is approaching and I'm just like, I feel like I'm doing so much now. I just need a little extra like help relaxing. I love them. They are great flavors made with vegan and organic ingredients, is the only lifestyle hemp brand. They also have 0 THC products, and their products range from 0 mg to 100 mg of THC.
Head to viahemp.com and use code BEHINDTHELIKES to receive 15% off plus 1 free sample of their award-winning gummies. 21 plus. That's viahemp.com and use code BEHINDTHELIKES at checkout. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Get the rest you deserve with the dreams from Via.
Like our interviews, and they're like, "So Tyler and Tim with Ashley, how do you feel?" And I'm like,
Oh, so you could have been messy, but you chose
"Yeah."
the
I'm like,
other.
"No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. Like we're all dating, but respectfully."
Yeah, so wait, let's get into Tim. So,
Yeah, I want to get into Timothy. Is
Yeah.
that his name?
Timothy.
Is it short for Timothy?
Yes.
I got some shit to ask about that. I was trying to keep it cute, but
Okay, I have some funny shit to ask too, but this
Please
is about
go.
the reveal. No. I'm just going to ask in the beginning. So,
Oh my God, the reveal.
Okay.
do you need another shot?
We can take another shot.
All right, come on.
You know, I'm a
Because I want the
bartender,
truth, bitch. I
so-
want the truth.
Yeah, no, I know, right? And I was actually, okay, we're probably foreshadowing as well, but like, I was mad that like at the reunion, you didn't be like, you made this dress.
Oh, girl.
Because you made the
you made
dress.
your dress?
I did.
She made the dress.
Wait, I'm
I
trying
did.
to remember what you wore.
The
I have
red
a really
dress.
bad
Beautiful
memory.
red dress, and that she made it, and it's just like that's the time to plug yourself. When they say, "What are you getting into?" Family, and
Oh,
I
you
made
make
this
clothes?
dress.
When I tell you, I felt like such an idiot before even saying that. I was like, "Damn, I should. That's what I've been into."
Oh, so
But I
you-
said it on other publications that we did that night. They were like, "Alex, you forgot to say you made
Say
the
it
dress."
right
And I'm
now.
like,
Oh, wow.
"I made the dress."
Yeah, exactly.
She made,
I
insert
made the
photo.
dress.
Insert a photo of the dress that she made.
Stop saying insert a photo if you're not going to insert a photo.
I'm always like, we'll insert a video, we'll
Yeah, and
insert a
that'd be
photo.
her job to do.
And then
it.
I'd be
I'm like,
forgetting.
oh. All right,
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
I might die because I literally have not eaten a thing today.
All right, so Timothy, the reveal, all that.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
that was a jump start to the reveal, but that's funny. But
But I genuinely do want to know. Can you please tell honestly? Because I realized this season they didn't have people say how they felt at the reveal. I feel like in past seasons they would be like, "So, how do you think they looked?" And they would be like, "I'm disappointed. I'm
Yeah.
happy." This season was so short.
know, they asked
like,
me.
Hannah was like,
They asked me, and I told them, but they didn't show it.
So what'd you say?
"What did you say?" You said somebody's hairline.
Did you tell the
huh?
truth? $2,500 in Turkey to get your hairline. By the way, I'm just saying.
God.
I'm just sorry.
She didn't know. Look, you should know better than that. You know me a little bit.
If you knew better, you do better.
Okay, so here's the thing. Everybody was like, she didn't like him. We know you didn't like him. I will admit, physically, he's not my type. However,
That big old noggin. But he gonna headbutt your ass. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get serious. Sorry.
however, I'm not shallow, and we had
right.
such a deep connection. I'm not about to be like,
Right.
ew, you're ugly, bye. And I didn't think
Yeah.
he was ugly.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
just-
think
I don't
he
think
Yeah,
he's
I didn't
ugly
think
at
he was
all.
ugly either. I didn't
He's
think
just
he was
not the type I go for. And I
What-
said that. I was like,
which
if I
is
was
the
at a bar,
experiment.
I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't go up to him.
Yeah.
But we had that connection. We talked for damn near 20 hours, 30 hours. I'm like,
right.
this is my man.
And did you genuinely feel? And I please tell the truth. Were you like, I am in love with this person by the time it was over?
By the time...
Not over fully. I mean, by the time y'all had to meet. Like when y'all met for the first time, were you like, damn, I am in love with this person?
I felt like I was.
Okay.
Because there was a scene where he said, I love you. And I said, I'm not going to say it because I don't feel it yet.
Okay.
But then I didn't say it until I actually felt it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean...
Interesting.
You know what I will say about you? It was you and Brittany, I feel like, weren't as like overly obsessive with the like I love you. It was that whole
Corey, wake up. Oh my God.
What was I was saying? You and Brittany weren't like overly excessive with the what's one of the girls who dated the white man who said he was Ghana?
Monica.
They were just like, Ghana. I love you. Like it was just to me it was like overkill at this point. I was like, why are we like just forcing so much? You were like, when he would say it, you'd be like, love you. I'm like, she keeping it fucking real on the pod. Yeah, she was like, love ya, keeping it real.
No, I did love him, but I wouldn't say I've had deeper love for someone. I will say that. But it was a different type of love. Like I was in love with him, but I felt like previous relationships were kind of like toxic. Like I'm more obsessive,
more passionate.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't want that type. That's not healthy.
Right. No,
that has me banging at your door at 3 in the morning. Like, what you doing?
You know, like, where you at?
That's the problem. Toxic love feels so exciting and so rushing and so like, oh my God. And then like when you have calm love, you're like, I do love you, but like, where's the thrill of it all?
Right.
Like, you know. So I do feel you on that. But when do you? I'm not gonna lie. So like there's a lot of things that are foggy for me, but like I do recall watching clips and things and just thinking that he's a narcissist. But I call everybody a narcissist, so I don't know. I call everybody a narcissist.
I mean, honestly, rightfully so with men. And I also think that like my first initial, before he even like was really shipped with you for real, my first initial reaction to him, I remember him saying he bought this yellow shirt because an ex of his told him not to wear it. So my automatic reaction to him was like, oh, he's petty. Like he's petty as hell. Like you're petty as hell. It's like, and then you're gonna say that proudly so. Like I'm like, okay, well,
like ill.
That was my first reaction to him before it was like even like a ship situation between y'all two. And then I'm like, okay, but y'all did work in the pods though. So.
Oh, I was just literally clearing my throat. I wasn't even asking for your attention. I swear, I was trying to.
So what was your initial reaction? Like, did you think he was a narcissist? Like at that time or watching it back, what did you see?
In that moment.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, we have a lot of questions.
It's fine. I wouldn't say I felt like he was a narcissist. I did tell him when we were in Mexico, like the last day, we had another argument and I was like crying and I'm like, I feel like you're just gaslighting the shit out of me. And he's like, I feel gaslit. I was like, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
like you can't just go tit for tat. No, like I'm telling you I feel gaslit because of this. Can we address it? And it would never.
Can you tell? So what do you feel like that was the exact moment where you started kind of being like, this is a little peculiar?
Right after Mexico, I was like kind of questioning a lot of things, but the first day that we met in Mexico, like when cameras left for a little bit, he was like, I just want you to know I'm not myself. I'm really uptight right now because of cameras. I'm just not myself. So just be patient with me. So I was trying to give him grace. Right. I'm like, this isn't the normal situation. Yeah. So let me just be patient.
Right.
But no.
I have a question. I noticed you said a lot that, you said a lot that, he cried all the time. So, what's funny? Before the reunion, I know exactly what you called him. When he said you called me names, I was like, I bet she called him a bitch. Because,
right.
To be fair, I said you're acting like a little ass bitch.
No, look. No. It made a difference. I understand. I support women's rights and wrongs. I get it. Like, I understand the acting like.
So, you basically said you acting like a little BB.
But that's also foreshadowing because literally, it got revealed what was said at the review, but at the reunion. But I knew because nobody's gonna say multiple times that you cried a lot. Like y'all were both crying. Do you feel like he kind of like trauma dumped on you a little bit?
So yes and no. We kind of trauma dumped a little bit together. Like he would say things like, "Oh, I relate. I had a similar situation," and then we would talk about other things. But I feel like they hyper focused on him. On just like his sister's story.
Right.
It was a big part of our story, but there was other stuff that we talked about.
And honestly, I can't even begin. I only poured one for me. I can't even begin to like empathize enough with him or sympathize with him because that is literally, I can't imagine. I literally can't imagine. You know, I have 4 older sisters, so I can't even imagine.
It was
like
really,
the type
a really
of pain
sad
that he's
story.
going through. So it's like I understand to the extent of like that literally is a part of his identity now. But I'm just curious as to like, you keep saying that they left a lot of stuff out. What did they leave out? What's something that you wish they would have like showed for you?
Well, for me, my personality, reasons why I came to the show, things that I like to take interest in. The reason why we had that painting date is because I went to art school. So that's one of our mutual interests that we did. So
Right.
it was
You're
like little stuff
I
like that.
want you to show a little bit more about me.
Who am I?
And that's the hard thing about even doing a show like that. It's like people know so little about you, but are so quick to judge you based off of the only thing they saw. And it's like this little minuscule part of your life. And you're like, y'all are tearing me down to the ground and you don't even really know who I am. You're acting like you do, but you don't. And they're like assessing your whole character and all of that. I would assume that's hard because in dating, like even with the Hannah situation, me and Shai literally talked about this. With the Hannah situation, how like everybody was like, oh my God, Hannah was so evil and so mean to him. Yes, she was, but I mean, was she wrong? Like, I mean, yeah, she was mean, but she had the ick.
Yeah.
And you know, women, we do that when we have the ick with somebody. It's like, you're icking me out. Like, get it together, bro.
Yeah, we literally talked about this yesterday because mind you, I was binge watching. But I was like, okay, like in the beginning, like I would see little clips and I'm like, oh my God, she's like mean as hell.
Yeah.
But I seen like the boiling water clip and I'm like, he's weaponizing his incompetence. So it's like little things like that, and it's just like she's extreme. I will say she's extreme with her approach, but like she's literally acting like any woman who has the ick or is cringed out by
Like,
a guy
you don't
that
know
she's
how to
dating.
boil water?
Like, yeah, she literally, and but it's like it's just emphasized because she's on national, she's on a reality TV show. But it's like we have all been in those positions where we've been with a man that we don't like, and every single thing that he
Irritates you.
irritates the hell out of you.
Right.
Did you feel like at any moment like you were like that with Tim?
Like,
Really?
you're annoying
I
me.
was like walking on eggshells in that relationship.
And
It seemed
why do you think that? I'm curious.
Narcissist.
No, I'm sorry. This shoe is like literally taking the
She got her Tim on.
Beat her Reese's. No, I'm just kidding. I had to take my shoe off. Sorry.
Just because the lack of communication on his end on what he expected, he kind of just expected me to be a mind reader throughout our relationship. And I wasn't the type of woman that he claimed I was the type of woman that he wanted, but I think he didn't have the tools to handle a woman like me and, you know, kind of lead. It was kind of just like dictating, like, you should have known you're supposed to do this shit there, or you should have known you should have did this, or you should. And I'm like,
I feel like
Like with the whole text message thing, how he had like he even tried to like put her on blast and like post text messages. Or
oh my
something.
God.
Wait, you're lying.
No,
Yes.
yeah. See, she don't even know about all that.
wait,
So
is that on what TikTok?
It was on his story.
it was on Instagram, I think,
Yeah.
after the reunion. But he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, you had went out till 4 a.m. and wasn't texting me back," or what was he saying?
So and he was lying. I was like, first of all, he said, you are U Street. I said, I was on DuPont. And I was out till 2 a.m, not 4.
I'm crying. Let's get the facts
Right.
straight.
And I called you because you're my fiance, and who else is supposed to come get me? You.
Right.
But yeah, I had a girls' night, one girls' night, and it was the night that he met my friends. I had not seen my friends in like 3 weeks, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
we're going out tonight.
And it's hella stuff going on. You want to catch up and tell them what's
Exactly.
Exactly. And I don't want you around to hear it.
And literally 2 nights before, he went out with his guy friends. When we met his friends, I said, babe, go out tonight. You haven't seen your friends. Go out.
Right.
And one of them came in from Georgia. I was like,
Yeah, have
I'll
a
go to my
ball.
apartment. You go to your house, hang out with them, do what you want.
What time did he come in?
He stayed at his house that night. So I went to my apartment. So they give us, for context, they give us a shared apartment.
Right.
And so I had my apartment at the Wharf in DC, and he lived in Laurel. So whenever certain nights, or if he had to like get up early, sometimes he'd be like, I'm just gonna go to my house
Right.
because I don't want to have to deal with that traffic.
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense. So that night I was like, you go to your house. I'm just gonna go back to my apartment.
Right.
No worry.
So, okay, so basically he had tried to say that you weren't replying to him, and then he had posted the text messages trying to prove that you didn't respond
Petty.
to him?
He was.
know.
What was it that you didn't respond
to? The thing I didn't respond to is I went to work, bartender. You know, I literally got home at like 4 a.m. I passed out.
Right.
We had been filming all day, and then I texted him at like 9 a.m. Like he had texted me, "Hey, did you make it in?" I'm like, "Yes, I did. My bad." Like I went straight to my apartment. I didn't go back
Right.
to the shared apartment.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I will say
What?
you still could have texted though. I'm sorry because at the end of I can't believe this, but at the end of the day, like you get in the car, you have your phone on you, you still could have texted. I understand that it's literally like, you know what I'm saying, like No,
when I was
I'm
on
the same
yeah.
way. I get it, but I'm also a bartender too, and it's just like I'm looking at my phone. It's like, all right, let me remember to text this person.
Yeah.
You know? But also, being in a relationship, it was kind of like beaten to my goddamn head. Damn near like, where's that text at?
Yeah,
when
if you're
you
on
leave?
the
You
way
know what I'm
home
saying?
from
If you're on the
work,
way home,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be
You
real.
could be like, hey, on the way home from work,
you know,
whatever.
So do you feel like in that moment, like, did you regret not texting him at that moment? Or you just like, it is what it is?
I mean,
I don't
I
think it's that
understand
deep.
It wasn't
that
that
part.
deep, yes.
It's like a thing, but it's not
fine.
a thing.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, my bad. I forgot to text you one time.
Right,
Yeah.
And
right.
literally, we've been together for what? Not even a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still learning each other. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like that could have been communicated. But
Right.
for that to be like one of the reasons why breaking up, I was like, all right.
It was like he was looking for shit. To
Yeah,
really,
like-
Yeah, no, because like it's like, okay, you could have did it, but if you didn't, okay, you could tell me once, maybe tell me twice, I'll get it right eventually. But like for you to post the text and be like, see, she
That's
didn't
actually
respond
crazy.
here.
I didn't
Like,
even know he
come on
posted
now,
the
bro.
text. That's
He
insane.
posted so many text messages of us, like screenshots of like, oh, she's supposed to be wifey material.
Ew.
Like what?
What
is-
was the things he felt
Bash
like you
him.
weren't
I'm
wifey
just kidding.
material about? Bash him.
And for also context, the reason why he did that was right after we filmed the reunion, and so I
okay.
think he was freshly upset about everything and just
He looked mad as hell at that reunion.
He
I'm not
went-
gonna lie.
Oh, he looked pissed, but also I feel like that's when I saw his mask kind of slip off.
Yeah.
I felt like I saw him and I kind of was like,
I saw it slip off at the breakup.
Oh yeah, no, the breakup for sure because that he went hella hard.
I saw it right
the
off.
way he was like, I never want to see you again.
Wild.
I was
Wow.
like, damn.
Everyone was like, "Did we miss something?" No, there was no other fight. That was what you saw.
Okay.
that was weird.
I have
was
something
weird.
funny about that. The fact that you were eating in the middle of the breakup.
Oh, so hungry.
literally.
You said,
She said, yeah.
I was so hungry.
it's like that TikTok when he's breaking up with you with these
And
fries
she
just
said-
hitting.
What was it, Nando's or something?
And you know, yes, it was Nando's. and you
She's
know
like,
what?
my Nando's is
That's an
hitting.
ad for
But
Nando's
one of the
right there.
things that they didn't show is that day, that was the same day that I think Tyler and Ashley had talked about him having kids. So Tim was.
Shy's so funny. She knows how I
Your
feel
face.
about that situation.
Don't
We're
hide
gonna
it.
get into that.
Tim and I believe Garrett were with Tyler, like talking to him, trying to figure out what's going on because Ashley had left for like a day or two. So
TT.
I didn't even know what was going on. Mind you, I would just got my tags reinstated. Like they expired while I was in LA. So I finally got my tags reinstated, and then I was like, wait, let me check on one of my tires, and I had a flat tire, and I'm calling him, and he's not answering, and I'm like, okay, I changed my tire by myself, like.
Oh,
hell
absolutely
no.
not.
Changed my tire, got back to our shared apartment, and did filming. And I'm like, yeah, I'm starving. I just changed my tire. Like, and he's like, oh, I was trying to tell you to check on your pressure. Well, why was I the one changing the tire?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so you're saying that you were starving and like that just happened that day?
I
and
had
then you got
just finished changing a tire.
Oh, okay, and then you got broken up with.
And then
right
I
after
got
changing
dumped,
the
and it
tire.
was Halloween night, and
You're
I
like,
bought
babe,
us
it's a
matching
bad day.
costumes. I was so pissed. I'm like, you're breaking up with me on my favorite holiday? You too.
Literally, too. Like, I thought we was gonna have fun
I'm
tonight.
gonna have a good time.
Did you go out after? Don't lie. Before we continue the episode, I just want to take a second to talk about Nutrafol because fall is upon us. We can let our hair down again after a hot summer. If you've noticed your hair is shedding more than usual, it could have something to do with the tight braids or ponytails you're wearing over the last few months, or all of the sun your hair was exposed to. This fall is the perfect time to add Nutrafol into your daily routine and improve your hair health.
Nutrafol is #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1 million people. See thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. Everyone's root causes of hair thinning are different, so no one size fits all approach to hair growth doesn't cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout the different stages, such as postpartum and menopause, as well as for different lifestyles such as plant-based diets. Physician formulated with 100% drug-free ingredients. Get results you can run your fingers through. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code Behind the Likes. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code Behind the Likes. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code Behind the Likes.
No, I didn't.
Really?
I was so upset.
Really? I would have still went out. I would have got so drunk.
When he left, she still popped that French fry in that mouth. I was
said,
like,
well,
well,
You see me at
my
the end
hunger don't go
texting.
away.
I'm texting the group chat like, this man got me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did see you texting. I did see
Yeah,
you texting
I was
that
I was
moment.
going off in the group chat.
Okay, quick question. So this is what I really want to know because this is what really bothers me about Love Is Blind. It's the Ashley and Tyler situation. And I know that's your homegirl.
Love
Like, y'all
Ashley.
still kick it.
Love Ashley.
They was just out.
You love Ashley. So, like,
I
y'all
think she's a
got...
sweetheart too, though.
Yeah, y'all got close after... y'all got close after the show, like, even closer. 'Cause y'all both live
We
in
were,
DC.
we were closer right after Cabo.
Okay.
And then we've been close this entire year.
So question.
post-filming.
So obviously there's the whole situation with Tyler and the kids. And basically Tyler said on the show, he told her, he said, look, there is something I need to tell you about. I had some kids in a sperm donating situation and you know, that's what it is. I have some kids, but they're sperm donor kids. The baby mama, who is a lesbian, came out publicly and said, one of our kid was a sperm donor kid, but our
other two
twins
are
are
not.
not sperm donor kids. Our twins are because we had sex with each other because we wanted to get freaky deaky. So Tyler basically did not disclose that to Ashley, and the baby mama continued to post all the receipts of like, no, here's the Christmas pictures, he's at the events, he is an active father, and the grandmamas was stepping into it saying, yes, these are his children. He claims these kids are his kids. He doesn't claim them as his sperm donor kids. There's photos to prove it.
Yeah.
On top of that, he had said on one episode, he had said, yeah, that last Christmas I was at home chilling, some. Come to find out, quiet as it's kept. Quiet as it's kept, he was actually with his children in matching PJs on Facebook. So now it's a whole discourse because Ashley is sticking beside her man.
That's my man, and I'm sticking beside.
Yeah, she's sticking beside her man, and she is saying it was a situation that got out of control, and you know, we have talked about this, and blah blah blah. And personally, I think that that's some bullshit. Honestly, I do.
What do you think is BS?
I think it's bullshit that he had these children, and whether they were, the first one was a sperm donor child or whatever, whether the situation turned into a mess or not, at the end of the day, you were in those children's lives. You stepped up as their biological father. You were there taking care of them. You were in there like they knew you as their father. And then you decided to step down when you went on a reality show, or even before, I don't know, regardless of when you did it, you stepped down, which from my perspective, I feel like your friend is, you know, she's taking her man's side, but at the end of the day, he's being a piece of shit. And you can't be in a child's life as their father and then just wake up one day and say, you know what, never mind, I'm not going to be your dad anymore because I'm about to move on with my life. So I think that's bullshit. And then also on top of it, it's like, I know Ashley is sticking beside her man, but quite personally, I wouldn't even stick by nobody's side like that. I personally can't even deal with a man who is not there for his children. I just spoke to a man last night, and he told me he had a child, and I said, do they have a room at your house? Because to me, it's such a big thing. If a man has a child and they only got a bedroom at their mama house and they don't have one at their house, like their dad's house, it's very telling of how you are as a parent. So to me, just as a woman, I could never stick by any man's side who could wake up one day and choose to not be there for his children. I think it's very strange. And that's your friend. And you know, this is my best friend. And I feel like if her and I were in a similar situation, let's say Shai was, you know, in love with a man and they were married, and, you know, she's sticking by her man, and her man one day woke up and decided he didn't want to be a parent, I would say you're a bird. I would tell her straight up to her face, like, you're a bird. So have you done that? I have not. No, but for real though.
No, I have not called Ashley Byrd.
That's my last name.
Right, that's my last name. You know, it's so funny. Somebody put in the comments, they're like, Alex Byrd and Ashley the Bird. And I was like, damn. Y'all just.
Look, got me there. So how do you feel about that?
Honestly, it is a very sticky situation. To be fair, I am finding out a lot of the stuff like the rest of the world.
Right.
What I knew when we were filming, again, we found out about the whole kid situation on my breakup day. So
Halloween, you said, but you got too much going on.
I ain't got time.
I talked with her one time on camera about it, and then that was
like,
it.
I gotta focus on me.
Yeah, and then I was pulled out. They're like, okay, we're done with you. Right. So I didn't really get to talk too much about it. I was told, again, the sperm donor situation as well, and then I was also told that it wasn't like intentional the second time. It was a little bit confusing, but I also didn't ask questions because I'm like, well, they have it figured out. Cool.
Yeah.
Now that all this stuff is coming out, it is very telling. I will say my support is always for Ashley. Tyler is her husband, but my friend is Ashley, and I want her to make the right decision. I think she's doing the best she can in this situation. However, like I've said to her, and she's agreed, he has to talk about it. It's not her story, and she's also being, what we have to consider, she's being told things by him. So it's like,
Right.
First of all, who's PR training you? Second of all,
Right. No, for sure that. But then also, I like you how you were like, how even she said that he has to talk about it. He still came on a reunion and lied. I feel like that could have been the opportunity to take and like, you know, come clean about the whole situation.
but what I will say to Ashley's defense, and we talked about this yesterday, remember? I was just like, we don't know what she's being fed. And you know how manipulative men are. You don't know what she's being fed at the end of the day. But I will say at the reunion, it did seem a little scripted.
It seemed
from
like
both of them.
Yeah,
Like,
it's for sure.
you know what I'm saying? It seemed scripted. It's like, this is what we're going to say. This is how it's going to go.
This is how we're gonna
You know what I'm
act
saying?
when the thing
but
comes
I
up,
will
right.
say from the jump, like, you know, she's gonna choose whoever she wants to be with in that situation. But I would have literally, the moment you told me, I'm out of there, because they had multiple, and she said that there was multiple,
so many times
where he talking about kids and marriage. And first
it
of
was
all,
wild.
You talk about baby names?
Yeah.
And you're not telling me your own
your
kid's
baby-
name?
Son, pussy must be going crazy. I'm
Oh,
not even
God.
lying to you.
She probably be
'Cause literally-
closed up. No, it really do though. But no, that's insane. How could you? Because you just said y'all will have 5-hour dates.
Yeah.
Y'all really getting to know each other to the point of I love you. How can you sit up there and say you love me, but you not telling me this is a major factor in your
Yeah.
life?
I don't know how he went all the pods, all of Cabo, and not said anything.
Yes, exactly. No, psychotic. Okay,
But that just shows you
What?
what kind of person that is. Even like that. I'm sorry, like.
Yeah.
However he has acted towards you, that doesn't matter, because this huge thing this is not a small thing. This is not.
this is
yeah, I forgot to tell you I'm missing my pinky toe. No, this is, I got children.
Pinky toes also crazy, bitch, because I want all 10 toes.
Right,
I'm sorry.
but you hear what
That
I mean?
was wild.
This is not something light. And then you guys are over here talking about kids. Look at me, dead square in my
that
eyes.
was insane.
And
to
not,
me.
this is the
The
perfect opportunity.
deception.
I'm okay right now. Thank
Okay.
you. I don't know. I think it's so weird. It's so strange.
No, it was strange as well. But
I
like,
would never trust him ever.
Yeah,
in my
no,
life.
I'm not gonna lie to you either. But also, it's literally like, it's kind of like speed dating on 1,000. You speed date with talking to somebody. It's like kind of like FaceTime, but literally against the wall. FaceTime,
Right.
and then you living with somebody. Honestly, you don't even know somebody's true colors till like years. But
Yeah.
they have that 3-month mask. You know that
Yeah.
3-month mask.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So it's like, you know, the 3-month, and so like y'all are like jumping past all of these things, and like being on camera while doing it is insane. But I do have a random question. Besides all that, how was the sex?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Hold
And
on.
don't lie.
Before we get to that, I just want to.
Tell me
I
what's
want to.
Oh wait, before we get to that, wait, what?
I want to just finish this whole Tyler and Ashley
Okay,
thing really
yeah,
quick.
add on to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna paint the picture like this. So
Womp womp.
I'm sorry. But just to give Ashley some grace in this, because
No,
again,
and I understood the grace part, because it's like you don't know what men are manipulative. So I want to say I did understand
yeah.
that.
And the thing is, like, what he told her, again, I don't know what he told her before they got married. I just know some things were said. I know he did lie. She admitted that he did lie about some things, and then he came clean about some things. I know we found out some things later, and then I know that the baby mama came out and said the natural conception happened. She said that after we filmed the reunion. So it's like certain questions weren't being able to be asked. Also, I know that she had allegedly spoke to the baby mama during this time. And again, we're talking about a year since we filmed, a whole year gap. And they're like living together, developing their lives together, like really growing. And then it's like, fuck, now I got to deal with this. And she's trying to navigate it. But
Which that is
just
a
wait.
hard thing to navigate.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, I just personally couldn't. I think that's like a real deal breaker for me when it has to do with children.
Yeah,
'cause it's
no,
not fair.
it is.
And it's like, if you would act like this towards your own innocent, these are innocent children,
Yeah.
and you brought these children into the world. If you have a child with me, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Could you wake up one day
That
and
is a
decide to
very-
switch up on my innocent child who has nothing to do with anything? Like,
Yeah.
regardless or not, at the end of the day, Ashley is a woman who came into his life just now. These children, you're going to be in their life forever and ever and ever, ongoing and forever. Like, this is always going to be my child. It's always going to be their father. So I don't know. It's too telling of character.
I get what you're saying, because I wouldn't deal with someone who didn't take care of their children either.
Yeah.
But have y'all seen the episode of Friends where like Ross did basically the same thing?
Oh, I remember that.
I think, yeah.
Where he basically was the same thing, and then he was like, but it's really tricky. If I was a man, well, I can't say that, but if I was a man, I wouldn't give it to somebody that I know, because I would want to be a part of that child's life. It's just, I get what she's saying, though.
Which
because
he was.
Exactly. It's like, you can't just literally up and turn the page and flip the switch. But I digress to that. Like, you know, that's Ashley, and that's her man. And
Just stay tuned. More stuff is gonna...
Oh, so wait, you know the tea because they divorced or something?
No.
I'm just kidding.
They're not divorced.
Wait,
but I'm
so-
saying, like, just more stuff. I feel like he's finally going to talk.
Okay, that's
And I feel
good.
like there's more things that are going to come out, so...
Okay, good. Yeah, well,
I don't want to hear shit from him personally.
I'm sure you don't, but...
So answer my question.
The
I
sex.
know...
How was the sex?
I know for me... Okay, I'm not answering that, but... I know for me, I know what to do. So
Oh, so you get it on and popping.
I know what I'm doing.
You
I
okay.
can't
Let me
speak for
ride.
other people though.
Okay.
So you didn't think that he knew what he was doing?
Um,
We have to be messy.
I don't want to say. Oh God.
No. Just say it. I'll say it for you, and you can shake your head like this.
There was one moment where he did something, and I was like,
What did he do? Spin your mouth?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
One time that happened to me, and it was like not. It was not. I wasn't ready for it, so he just randomly was like,
Oh, my God,
and
no.
I was like, hold on. Yeah.
But this is another thing I will say about how this experiment works is like y'all are fucking high speed dating. I tell Winter all the time, I was like, sometimes you have to teach men how to have sex with you.
Yeah.
You have to teach that, and it's like you don't have enough time to be able to teach that shit already. Like,
But not
automatically.
they're grown. They're not young.
No, it doesn't. It does. Well, I was young when I told you about that.
When you're teaching people how to fuck about 20 something.
Yeah.
No. It's still you have.
Well, you
to
just teach them what you like. I would
yeah,
say
it's
that.
exploring people's
Yeah.
bodies. You still like. I always say the first time having sex isn't the best. Like
Yeah.
I've always my experiences have never been the best the first time.
Yeah.
Maybe the second and third are like, all right, we getting better, we doing good. You know what I'm saying? So was it like that for you?
It was great the first night. I really didn't have to coach him on a lot of things, but he's not an intimate person like that.
Right. He's not a passionate man.
He's not, and he doesn't really like to do that stuff often. I mean, he said that he wasn't affectionate. Like he can have his moments, but it's not like
So he's not a sexual person.
not
Okay.
really. No.
So do you feel like you were more sexual? Like I
Absolutely.
need to have sex.
Yeah.
Like this is
Absolutely.
what I need for myself.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that is a tricky situation. I need my man to be like
Yeah, you
a rabid animal for me.
Yeah.
And I want to be the one to be like, chill.
Yeah.
Like, you
Chill,
know, the other way
babe.
around, I can't do it. It gets too feminine. That's
Yeah.
too feminine for me.
Speaking of feminine, of another relationship that I just recently thought about, literally just now from this conversation. Okay, it's Ramses and Marissa,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about speaking of
I'm
feminine.
so proud of you.
Yeah, because look, she know I binge watched it in a day.
She did.
So literally, like, okay, first of all, I was obsessed with Marissa's like personality. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
really
like her.
was. Like, I loved her like infectious personality. Like, I loved her. I think she was a sweetheart. Why the hell was no one talking about that he had her panties on during the breakup?
Okay, he did not have on a thong.
What did he have on?
His shirt was tucked in, and there's a small part because
Oh,
I
okay.
promise you, I thought the same thing too. There's a small part, like a clip, where you can see that it was hanging off. It's not a thong.
It was clipped, so he had on a onesie.
No, his
Okay,
shirt
so-
was just tucked in
Okay, 'cause
bad.
I was like, she's too pretty, too
No,
nice, too sweet to be
no,
crying
he
over a
did
man
not-
that be wearing her
No,
panties.
Also, what
Ramses
I-
did not have a thong on, and we talked about it too. He did not have a thong.
Okay, well, he
so
needs to
funny.
clear that up because that's something that
Well,
I
it's
was.
what he deserves. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, honestly.
Wait, okay, another question. This was what I was confused about. Why was he saying that she was too much? Because I feel like they didn't really show how she was too much.
They didn't show shit but hands.
So I
talking
was
to
like,
me.
how, like, did he think she was too much emotionally or?
I honestly don't know. I think he was just saying from his own personal experience, like he dealt with her on a day to day. We
Right.
didn't. So she does have a very bubbly, energetic personality. Maybe, I mean, he had said like on the show, it was cool in the pods, but like now every
Yeah.
day, like
Damn, and
It's,
that's
like,
such,
draining.
That's such gut wrenching to hear. Like if I were to be her, that's like damn you. It's like you really don't even like me, like from who I am.
But it's like it's different in the pods because in the pods all you're doing is talking. So you want
Exactly.
somebody that's like hyper and,
Yeah,
and
right.
really like
Exactly.
energetic because it's like it keeps the time going and everything. But
So it's just more an energetic thing. I thought it was more like maybe she's like emotional?
I think it was just
behind
an
cameras, or-
energy thing. Like maybe when you're coming home from work, and this is just my assumption. Maybe when he's coming home from work and he just doesn't want to have all that attention.
Energy.
Yeah, no,
maybe.
and I understand, but that also is like what
She's
you
so
understand.
pretty. It's
Yeah, she was.
crazy.
It
So
really
beautiful.
annoyed me. It really did annoy me. That I was like, she shouldn't even be crying over this.
Man with these two freaking.
Two little raggedy, ratty dreads.
Oh my god,
Right.
we love.
Thank God he cut them things off.
No, I know he did, and he is cute. He's cute, but it annoyed me to see her like that sad over that, and I'm like, you crying over this man, and he got your thong on. But now that we know it wasn't. Okay, a question, Messy.
I'm crying.
Just kidding. Who was your favorite couple? Like, who did you ship the most out of like In Love Is Blind this episode, this
This
season?
season.
I really did love Ashley and Tyler.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've spent so much time with them.
Biased.
I'm very cool with Taylor, but I didn't really get to know Garrett like that. But
Okay.
me,
And that was the other couple that got married.
yeah, me and
I'm not
Tyler
gonna
have
lie,
a
they were
friendship.
kinda
So do
boring.
me and Ashley. So it just worked.
So it just worked, and that's what you like. Who
And plus,
was
I
your-
dated Tyler for a while too, so I
Okay,
knew
so
him.
You get it. You got it.
Right.
See, I don't want none of my friends knowing nothing.
Not
about
like
me.
that, though.
I'm
Like,
just-
it was just
They didn't
Yeah.
like meet.
Yeah,
like that,
it was
though,
just
so it doesn't
fun.
really matter.
When you see the face to like the conversation, like, were there anybody that you'd be like, damn, I wish I would have like gotten with?
No,
Did you think Tyler was more attractive than Tim?
I didn't look at him like that.
Okay.
Because it's just because that was my friend's. I don't.
Yeah,
I
right.
can't think like that, like
Like,
at
even
all.
take a second to be
Yeah,
like,
because
fine,
that's my
right?
friend's man. Like,
Yeah.
mm-mm. But
Same.
yeah.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was your least favorite couple?
Probably Nick and Hannah, just because they didn't get along. I was like, damn, y'all lasted a really long time.
Right, like, why are y'all leaving
Y'all lasted
together?
longer than us.
Right. That no, for
Right.
real. Yeah, they did last a really long time, and I was very shocked about that. I don't even know. I'm like at some point I was like, okay, they're just trying to be on this show because there's no way.
Yeah,
they're
'cause
like, I
it
can't
was-
even imagine them having sex.
Yeah, no, honestly, but her glow up was amazing. But also, these are random questions because we've been all over the place in this episode. I know it hasn't been strategic like how the episode was, like goes bed and bed, because we just be thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to let you know, my mouth dropped when they showed your apartment.
Oh my God, I knew you were
Oh
going to say
my
that.
I know, I'm not even lying. I was like, Alex.
Yeah, no, let's talk about it. Let's
Let's
talk about it. Yeah.
Because please, you couldn't have texted one of your homegirls and be like, hey girl, I know they're gonna come to my
Right.
apartment.
I've had friends go
Bro,
clean up my
like,
house if I have a
you
little light
know-
work coming over.
It ain't even just a man, it is a camera crew. What was that?
And he said that you cleaned up before. That was the cleaned up.
he said that?
Yes, he said that was the cleaned
Oh
up
my
part.
I actually had a cleaning crew that came. So, okay.
What?
Listen.
They said we're not touching
Because
your
when I
dirty
tell
ass
you,
flowers.
everyone has been like, yeah, Tim's a narcissist, Tim's this, but her apartment was messy. I'm like, all right, let it go.
All right. Y'all got one negative thing to say about me.
Okay, so I left on a Sunday. That Saturday, I had a cleaning lady. She cleaned my entire apartment.
No, she didn't.
Except for, shut up, Shy. Let me finish.
Apparently
Damn.
not.
Okay, sorry.
Except for my room.
Okay.
And in my room, I had all these clothes, as you saw,
Right.
because I'm trying to go through like, I might be out here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
what we're doing. They're giving me a detailed list. I ordered tons of clothes too. So I'm like, what am I wearing?
Yeah.
I told her, I was like, I'm going to handle my room. You just handle everything else, which she did. The only thing was, once I started going through all my clothes, I'm like, wait, now I have this. I need to like give to Goodwill or something, or I need to sell
No, I
this. or
seen you show that.
Yeah. And I'm like, wait, okay, hold on. Okay, well, I only got about like 7 more hours. Let me just start bagging shit up.
Yeah.
So I start putting stuff in trash bags, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just label this and I'm gonna handle this later. But when it came down to like filming, I'm like, look, I have all these trash bags of just clothes, literally just clothes. And I'm like, I'm just going to have them in my closet. I told my producer this. I'm like, I really don't want to go in there because I just need a day. We
Right.
literally, that was like the first thing we did when we got back.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have a day. And I like called one of my homegirls, like, maybe I can put the bags in your car. I don't know.
Right.
They blocked it.
Hide it in the closet.
They were not.
They
Oh,
said
they
you
wanted you
couldn't
to-
move it.
Producers blocked that. They said no. They had already somebody at my apartment making sure nobody was coming in there.
What?
Blocked it.
They said we want you to think she dirty.
No,
They
not even just that.
did?
They just like, we want it to be authentic.
Yeah.
We don't want nothing fake.
Not this authentic.
And I was like,
Pack it up.
I literally was like, no, it's just literally bags of clothes.
Yeah.
And then my producer was like, it's okay, but we're gonna have to take all these bags and like just put them everywhere just for staging of cameras. So when you're seeing the bags of clothes in the living room, the kitchen, that was not there. They
Right.
were in.
It was in one place.
It was
Yeah.
in my room, in
Yeah.
my closet, and I'm just
Okay.
like, bro, come on. And she's like, well, your husband would need to see this. I said, he would never see my
Nah,
place
they knew
like
what
this.
they was doing.
they knew
But
what they were
producers
doing.
always know what they're doing.
And the
in
thing is,
situations like
Tim knew that. That's why everyone's like, oh, Tim stopped dating you because of the room. He didn't. He knew what it was. And when he came in, they didn't show that. He was like, your bed's made, your vanity's clean, your house is clean. It's just you just got bags of clothes.
Yeah.
I just didn't know you had this many clothes.
It's two different types of dirty, like y'all did say. It's that
There's
food
clothes dirty and that food dirty.
So I do have a question. What was like, if you were to like, once you look back, was there anything cringe? It's a two-sided question. Anything cringe, one, and then two, like what was like added on by production or like forced on production, and what was like really like the real? Was so much forced? It is a
I was like,
question.
Nothing was really forced. They don't try to force. They try to just be like, okay,
Okay,
we're
that's
doing
good.
dinner today.
Okay.
You know, maybe talk about whatever. But they don't tell you to say anything.
Right, like you have to say this.
Like when we had our dinner for the night before I met his parents, which he was like telling me he had doubts. That was supposed to be like our fun date night. They're like, oh, we're finally gonna have a fun date night and everything. And also we were already annoyed because we're like, we're having Mexican food again. We already came from Cabo.
Yeah.
We had Mexican food like 2 days before. We're tired of eating Mexican food. We want something different. And so we're there and then we're just like arguing. And they're like, we're really disappointed, guys. You guys are supposed to have fun. And we're like, no, we're not having fun.
Right.
So they weren't forcing anything. They were just letting things happen organically. Okay, that's good.
They would just like suggest.
Okay.
But they're like, do what you want.
So, I'm sorry. So watching it back, did you see anything that was just like, cringy? And what? Not even from you, or just like from like the whole like just like show in general.
So many things.
Do you regret it? Like, would you do reality TV again?
I would, but never a dating show.
Right. You're like, nah. Especially when real feelings are involved.
Yeah.
It's like,
I had to go to therapy after that. That was
Really? Okay, that's good.
yeah.
therapy is a good option, but I mean, shit, I would think you would too, because that's just like not even like a normal.
Like I already was in therapy just regularly, but I really had to go to therapy after that because I was just like, what did I just like? I felt like I had like a mind fuck of a relationship. Like all the gaslighting, all the like dictating, and me having to pretty much. My producer said I was self-sacrificing. She was like, you're not yourself. You're literally compromising to the point where you're not even doing anything that you want to do anymore.
Right.
So I'm like, I had to get back to who I was.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Like what's next? What do we see from Alex moving forward after Love is Blind season 7?
Next up is the reason why I made my dress is because nobody got to really learn that that's what I do. So I'm starting a clothing brand.
Can I get something?
So what is the name of it, right?
Lexara. I'll plug you on that.
Plug us on all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna stay in DC, right?
For now. I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you dating anyone else?
No.
Because so
Shut that down quick.
no, absolutely not. So
maybe
you
I'm still in
haven't.
therapy.
So you haven't dated anyone? Right?
No, I've dated.
You've
I've
dated?
been on dates. I've spun the block back to old people, you know.
As
To
you
Tim?
need to.
No.
Okay, I was about to say, you supposed to be like to him.
No. Like
Okay.
exes or
Okay.
old flings, but
So no, you just like focusing on you and just focusing on your business.
Yep.
Okay,
I love
that's
that.
good.
Girl power, girl power.
So we appreciate you for coming on here. We appreciate you,
you.
giving us the inside scoop.
Yes, we got a lot.
Because
of
we got a
tea
lot of
today.
we get a lot of tea.
I
right?
went hard on the Tyler and Ashley situation.
No, you just explained it.
but you know that's really how I feel.
No, but that's how a lot of, not a lot of
people
women,
feel
but
that
I feel
way.
the same way. It's just like, it is like, I want a man who's able to take care of his children, because that's foresight into how you're going to take care of our kids, you know?
Right.
So no, you didn't go into that.
Okay.
But you're fine. But literally, we appreciate you. We love you. Plug anything else you have going on, you know, your social media, everything else that you got.
yeah. Don't make fun of me because it's childish, but Pretty Little Birdie is my
Aw, that's cute.
is on every platform.
Okay, perfect.
And then Lexara Lexara.com.
Okay. Oh, so you have a website and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. If you don't
We're
know
gonna put it in the description.
and she's going to put the picture in of her
Yes, of everything.
of her reunion dress, because it really is fire.
Thank
I
you.
loved it.
Yes, thank
You
you,
look
girl.
beautiful. Thank you so much. We love you. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. My one missing shoe.